YAC Against Cancer funds three key areas, and they are care, education and research. And they, even when the charity started 23 years ago, they were the three core areas, and research has always been a highly regarded part of the charity and will continue to be funded for as many years into the future as possible.
I'm Jenny Southgate and I'm Director of the YAC Research unit. The YAC Research unit was opened in 1992 and it was funded by the generosity of the late Jack Birch, after whom the unit's named, and by the generosity of the YAC Against Cancer, who provided some of the funding. And since that time, the YAC Against Cancer has remained involved in funding some of the research in the unit. The YAC Research unit, we're mainly interested in human carcinomas. These are the common cancers of adults and involve mainly epithelial cells. YAC Against Cancer provides us with what is known as a programme grant, which funds us for 5 years and is renewable every 5 years.
My technical post is paid at least 50% by YAC Against Cancer. So YAC Against Cancer provide money for our technical pool, which is a really important pool of money, because I'm not sure that the lab could function the way it does without the group of technicians that we've got. I'm doing a research degree which the tuition fees are paid for by YAC Against Cancer, and they kindly allowed me to do this as basically as a career development.
Funding from YAC Against Cancer has made a huge difference to my life and to the research that I do in the lab, because they've enabled me to do a PhD, which is obviously going to affect my career prospects. Initially, when I came here as a technician, they helped fund a part of my technician's salary, and YAC Against Cancer as a whole, I think, fund quite a lot of the technical support within the unit, which is of vital importance to maintain the core skills in the unit.
It helped immensely. I mean, without their funding, I wouldn't have been able to do my research, basically. They gave me the money to be able to use antibodies, precious material within the lab. I could buy resources that I needed to do my research, and without that I wouldn't have been able to do the research that I'm able to do and publish. So it was very important.
My mother, whilst I was actually working here last year, had a brain tumour, and she was successfully operated on, and she's currently recovering. So although cancer was always important in our lives, obviously when you have close family or friends affected by this, it brings home the severity and also the importance of this kind of research.
Since I've been here, I've had people, close family members who've been affected by cancer, and it really does actually give you that extra drive in your research to to try and find the next answer or whatever, to just chip away at the answer, really.
So I get involved in a number of YAC Against Cancer charity raising events. I've been involved in the street collection for 3 or 4 years now.
We like to try and get involved with things that YAC Against Cancer are doing, and personally I've found it really rewarding to get involved in some of their fundraising events. So we do a cake stall day every now and then in the lab, and we all bake cakes and everything. And I recently went into town and did some street collections with YAC Against Cancer. It's actually really rewarding to see the other things that YAC Against Cancer do apart from funding our research. There are so many other worthwhile things that they're doing.